Ready, face. Forward, march.
On. On. On.
March line. Paris, halt. Center, face. Ready, face. Forward, march. On. 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 On.
Please be seated.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Nancy Pelosi, Speaker of the United States House of Representatives.
It is with profound sorrow and deep sympathy to the Ginsburg family that I have the high honor to welcome Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg to lie in state in the Capitol of the United States. She does so on a catafalque built for Abraham Lincoln. May she rest in peace.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Denise Graves, accompanied by Ms. Laura Ward. Ladies and gentlemen, Rabbi Lauren Holtzblatt.
Madam Speaker, Vice President Biden, Senator Harris, and to all of our leaders who are gathered today, thank you. Psalms 118, verse 5. Min hametzar karatia Anani v'merchavya min hametzar karatia Anani v'merchavya Tidai, 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 yadai, nadai, nadai. From the narrow straits, I call out to you. You, God, answered me with expanse. In the chambers of Justice Ginsburg hangs a framed piece of art that reads, Tzedek, Tzedek, Tirdof. Justice, justice, you must pursue. A command in the 16th chapter of Deuteronomy. The rabbinic tradition assigns meaning to every single word in the Torah. So there must be a reason why tzedek, justice, is written twice. The repetition here teaches Ibn Ezra, a medieval rabbi, that time and time again, all of the days of your life, you must pursue justice. This was how Justice Ginsburg lived her life. Justice did not arrive like a lightning bolt, but rather through dogged persistence. All the days of her life. Real change, she said, enduring change, happens one step at a time. She faced many obstacles in her life, even from a young age. Though chosen as the valedictorian of her high school class, she gave no graduation speech. Instead, she grieved at home with her father after burying her beloved mother one day before graduation. Her family had already suffered terrible loss with the death of her sister when Justice Ginsburg was only 14 months old. But Justice Ginsburg kept rising. A full scholarship to Cornell University and only one of 9 women in her Harvard Law School class. After transferring to Columbia Law School, she graduated first in her class, yet she could not find a job. No firm in New York would hire her because she was a woman. These obstacles didn't deter her. She pressed on. As she said in an interview with her dear friend, Nina Totenberg, and I quote, "I get out of law school with top grades. No law firm in the city of New York will hire me. I end up teaching. That gave me time to devote to the movement of evening out the rights, excuse me, of women and men. I was nominated to a vacancy on the DC Circuit. Justice O'Connor once said to me, suppose we had come of age in a time when women lawyers were welcome at the bar. You know what? Today we would have been retired partners from some large law firm. But because the route was not open to us, we had to find another way, and both end up on the United States Supreme Court. All the days of her life, she pursued justice, even in illness. She fought 5 bouts with cancer, and she supported her beloved Marty through his battle with cancer as well. Each time, she pressed forward. She returned to work, to the bench, to the court, with focus, each and every time. Tzedek, tzedek, tirdof. Nothing was given. Pursuing justice took resilience, persistence, a commitment to never stop. As a lawyer, she won equality for women and men, not in one swift victory, but brick by brick, case by case, through meticulous, careful lawyering. She changed the course of American law. And even when her views did not prevail, she still fought. In recent years, Justice Ginsburg became famous for her dissents. Despair was not an option. She said, and I quote, "Dissents speak to a future age. It's not simply to say, my colleagues are wrong and I would do it this way. But the greatest dissents do become court opinions, and gradually, over time, their views become the dominant view, so that the dissenters hope that they are writing not for today, but for tomorrow." Justice Ginsburg's dissents were not cries of defeat. They were blueprints for the future. Justice Ginsburg loved her family, her grandchildren, her dear friends, her colleagues, and her court family. We all send our love to you. And Justice Ginsburg also loved the court, to which she so devoted her life. A court for all of us. It was Justice Ginsburg's tenacious hope to preserve the integrity of the court. Today, she makes history again as the first woman and the first Jewish woman to lie in state. Today, we stand in sorrow, and tomorrow, we, the people, must carry on Justice Ginsburg's legacy. Even as our hearts are breaking, we must rise with her strength and move forward. She was our prophet, our North Star, our strength for so very long. Now she must be permitted to rest after toiling so hard for every single one of us. May the memory of Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Yita Ruchel Batziro Leah, forever and ever be a blessing. Zichrona Livracha. God, give us the strength and bless us with the courage, the intelligence, the bravery, and the unbreakable resolve to pursue justice. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Denise Graves, accompanied by Miss Laura Ward.
All we've been given by those who came before, the dream of a nation Let me know in my heart when my days are through. America, America, I gave my best to you. Each generation, from the plains to distant shore, with the gifts they were given, were determined to leave more. Valiant battles fought together, acts of conscience fought alone. These are the seeds from which America has grown. Let them say of me, I was one who believed in sharing the blessings I've received. Let me know in my heart when my days are through. America, America, I gave my best to you. For those who think they have nothing to share, who fear in their hearts there is no hero there. Know each quiet act of dignity is that which fortifies the soul of a nation that never, never dies, never dies. Let them say of me, I was one who believed in sharing the blessings I've received. Let me know in my heart when my days are through. America, 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 I gave my best to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain at your seats until escorted to pay your respects by the Sergeants at Arms staff.
watching the members of Congress now paying their respects to late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg. You just saw earlier Nancy Pelosi, who delivered some remarks. We saw Elizabeth Warren, Sheila Jackson Lee, the former Vice President Joe Biden, presidential candidate, is there along with his wife, Dr. Joe Biden. It is remarkable that a woman is lying in state in the United States Capitol for the very first time in American history, something we've talked about. And yet the Senate Majority Leader, Mitch McConnell, and House Minority Leader, Kevin McCarthy, decided not to attend this memorial. They were invited, and they are not there. So this is other members of Congress who are streaming past Justice Ginsburg's casket to pay their final respects. And Anne-Marie, we saw what was a very beautiful ceremony there. And at one point, the opera singer Denise Graves sang a beautiful aria in honor of Justice Ginsburg. As we have remarked, Justice Ginsburg was a huge fan of opera, and in making his remarks about the notorious RBG, John Roberts, her colleague on the Supreme Court, said that she loved opera, but when it came to sports, she was clueless. A little bit of light humor when describing Justice Ginsburg. And Denyce Graves, in singing this beautiful, uplifting song, I wrote down the lyrics to one of the verses, and I'll say them here. America, America, I gave my best to you. That was part of what Denyce Graves sang, which is the song that she sang today.
Yeah, it's so appropriate. I thought those words were just so incredibly appropriate. You know, we're just, Nancy Cordes has been kind of sending us emails and kind of keeping us up to speed about the details of the ceremony. And one of the things that people may or may not have noticed is that it is in Statuary Hall, not the Rotunda, where often that is where people lie in state. And, you know, it was asked why Statuary Hall, and we really didn't get an answer to that, but Statuary Hall rather. Part of it may have to do with the fact that this is the area that is under the jurisdiction of the House, and we know that Nancy Pelosi was very instrumental in having this ceremony here, and so that may be part of the reason why Statuary Hall is the focus or the location.
Yeah, and there were, you know, we saw a very moving ceremony by Rabbi Lauren Holtzblatt. She greeted, of course, the Vice President Biden and Senator Harris, the presidential and vice presidential candidates, and thanked Speaker Pelosi. And during her eulogy, she stressed the lifetime commitment to justice that Justice Ginsburg had, and said it was Justice Ginsburg's tenacious hope to preserve the integrity of the court. She also went on to say that we stand in sorrow, and tomorrow we the people must carry on Justice Ginsburg's legacy. She was our prophet, and now she must be permitted to rest after toiling so hard for every single one of us. And one other point on that, Anne-Marie, to hear Rabbi Holtzblatt sing the phrases that are typically sung in moments like this in Hebrew, to have Hebrew being chanted in the capital of the United States is remarkable, and just another moment of history that we should just sort of point out.
Indeed, and she will be laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery. That's where her husband is as well, and that will happen in a private ceremony, I believe, next week.